Hi, my name's Stephen, and today we are back into Acts chapter 13. And I want to use it today just to show you that God is a giving God, and that He's always being generous. He continues to be generous right through to today, wherever you are right now, wherever you are watching this. I want you to be convinced of that. And we're going to see that from this story where Paul and his sidekick Barnabas are in the city of Antioch. They've been on the Sabbath day in the temple listening to the scriptures being read to them. And once they've been finished being read, they get encouraged to come and share an encouragement, a teaching with the people who are there. They've obviously been spotted as people who love God, who are devout to Him, new in the area. Maybe there's a particular encouragement they can bring. And let me tell you, they didn't know what they were getting themselves into when they made that invite to them. Because Paul grabs that invite with both hands and begins to tell them about this great, wonderful, giving God. And he takes them back through their history and points out the way that God has blessed them and given to them right throughout their history. And it's good for us to know for ourselves that God is giving to you right throughout your days. And sometimes we're not that mindful of it. But Paul wants these people to be mindful of the giving, generous grace of God. And he says, "Men of Israel, and you who fear God, listen. The God of the people, Israel, chose our fathers and made the people great during their stay in the land of Egypt." He gave them this gift of being great in the land of Egypt. And he uplifted the arm, he led them out. He gave them freedom. So he gave them great kind of prosperity while they're there, but then when they got into slavery, he then gave them freedom out of it. Then goes on to say he's the one who gave them victory over the people in the land of Canaan as they went to that promised land, the given promised land. He gave them the victory. And he then gave them judges to rule over them. And when they were done with judges and they asked for a king, what did he do? He gave them a king. He gave them King Saul. When King Saul didn't quite match up, what did he do? He gave them a better king. He gave them King David. And he gave them the prophets too. And he's just saying, look, if you look back over your history, God has been giving you every step of the way. And he says to them, but God's not done with giving to you. He's also given you John the Baptist. No doubt a character that maybe they'd heard of and the kind of impact he was having in the kind of area of Israel and Jerusalem. And this one who was a kind of a modern day prophet for them and who offered this baptism of repentance. But the giving didn't stop there, because the giving then comes into the person of Jesus. And Paul then goes into his main point, that this God who gave you those other things really was just preparing you for the big gift, the big one. And that is Jesus himself. And just over a few verses, just unpacks the gospel, the story of Jesus to them. Talks about the fact that he's a man rooted in real history, in a real place in Jerusalem, who was really found guilty and really was, though innocent, put to death. Though he was found guilty, he wasn't actually guilty. He was innocent of every charge laid upon him. But he was put to death. But he also really rose from the dead. Why? So that another gift could be given to them and to us. It says this in verse 38. "Let it be known to you, therefore, brothers, that through this man forgiveness of sins is proclaimed to you. And by him everyone who believes is freed from everything from which you could not be freed by the law of Moses." Now, there's obviously a specific application for them. They're living under the law of Moses. But there's a wonderful application for us as well. We too are freed from every requirement that's been laid upon us as we put our trust in Jesus. This God who gave great things right through the nation of Israel has been the one who's been giving good things to you. And today is reminding you again that the free gift of salvation is yours. And maybe that you need to come to God afresh today and receive that gift of forgiveness. I know I do each and every day. There's things that have not matched up to God's holy standard. But I can look back and look at the fact there's a real man in history who really did die for me and really was raised to life, that I might receive his free gift of righteousness. I hope that's been an encouragement to you today. God bless you.